Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's up? We're not really sure what you're doing. Writing an exegetical paper on John 11 when Lazarus died and fell ill. What do you know about it? I know that it takes place in Bethany. What do you think about it? Oh, it is well written. Why do you say that? I like the read. Do you know that you're smart for saying that? Thank you. We just know that you actually could actually understand what you were saying pretty quickly. And we know that you're actually really smart because you're actually very smart for what you were able to say. Thank you. We just know that you're actually becoming a chaplain, is that correct? Yes, I am. And you were a judge advocate general? Yes. So what do you think of your walk so far? Uh, Meritorious. What do you know about what are you saying? The Marine Corps is going to be meritorious. Do you know that you actually sound right? Aye, sir. We like you and we know that you actually look like a Marine. We know that you are a Marine and we actually can understand what you are saying. Aye, sir. We actually can hear you and we know that you actually sound right because we know that you actually sound right today. Aye, sir. All of them are saying that they know that they sound right. Justin Bieber is one of your biggest contraries. They're saying that he sounds a little bit better now because he actually just decided to be a boyfriend towards you. Figure out what he could do for you. And he's just making music at you and saying he's sorry. You think he's okay for that? Yes, that's very touching. That's very thoughtful. That's very nice. He looks at you like you're Jesus and says, "Do you think that you like that?" I love that. He does not know why do you like that. I love you. He says, "Do you hate me for what I did?" No, I do not. He says, "What do you think of me?" I think you are a child of God. Do you know that I actually am? Yes. I do not know what you know, but I know that you actually are a child of God yourself. I am. I just love you. I love you too, brother. I love you, sister. I love you, brother. I love you, correct. I do not want to have sex with you. I do not want to have sex with you either. You have sex with Cora Hall? Yes. She likes that you said that, but she wants to have sex with you. But she does. Yes. She actually knows that she wants to have sex with you, and she's not sure why do you say yes. I just do. I love her. I feel emotions towards her like that. So she loves you, and she knows that you want to use your penis on her vagina. You think that she's a lady and that you love her. Actually, think about her all the time, and she's a really beautiful woman. Yes. I like that, Darren. I love you. I love you too. We said we love that. We actually know that we actually can see you. We actually would say that we actually love you. We actually know that you're actually going to make it. So we were holding out for that. Holding out for the real sex. Just know that you're not going to get away without doing it. Just know you're not going to get away with it. You maybe will with that little smile. You maybe get away with that little smile. We like that when we're saying that we want you to upload this one because we know that it can work. We love you, and we do. We want you to write this paper because we're feeling really good because we did all of our homework already. We're just waiting for the Zoom meeting. And we'll write the rest of this paper, maybe. Maybe Sunday. We're feeling better enough to go to church. Not really. We're not really up yet. We're not really up yet. We're not. They don't want us back yet, so we're not going to go because we're not going to stress them out. We're not going just to go. We're not going just because we're supposed to. I'm trying to teach you that. We gather in the church for some reason. We don't just go to the church for any reason. We go there because we're supposed to. And we know when we're supposed to. So there's another we actually know that you actually can say things like we know when we're supposed to. And just go when you're supposed to go. And now you know. Yes. Now you can go. Yes. You go. I want you to go just like this. Don't care about anybody. Don't think you need anything. I'm just waiting for my grandma to get home so she can let me in and out of the house. I can't just leave the house unsecured. And nobody's in it. Well, my aunt is in the hospital and nobody's home. They said we like that. We know that nobody's home. Nobody is home. I'm the only one watching the home. And I should stay home to watch the home. Because I'm younger and faster and stronger than my grandma. I can protect her in the home. We like that. We like that her sister protecting the home. Yes. It's kind of a privilege and a joy. She goes to church. I go to church too when we can. Yes. I like this. We can see them moving. I'm not really sure what to say because I know they have problems with them still. They're not learning from you. I'm not really learning about Lazarus, Mary and Martha. I'm not learning about Judea, Jerusalem and Bethany. I'm not learning about Jesus Christ. We had to stop you. That was thrice. What do you want from us? I'm not able to learn because I do not know what am I saying. I do not like what you're playing. I'm not really sure what you're playing. The things we are playing, this is the real history. I do not know what is history. Historical. I don't know what is historical. The pause is that you know what to do. I know I'm supposed to just go to goarmy.com. Yes. How can I go to goarmy.com and enlist? Just go. What is stopping you? I do not know what to do. I do not know how to get in shape. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to eat. I do not know how to fight. I'm not sure if I'll like the other guy. I'm concerned about my drill sergeant. I don't know if he'll like me. I'm not really sure what I will do. I'm not really sure who I'll be in the platoon. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be. Am I supposed to be a Marine? Am I supposed to be an Airman? Am I supposed to be in the Navy? I have a lot of thoughts. I've not thought all those thoughts. I didn't do that well in school. I don't know about you. I know what to do. Just go join the Marines. I'm trying to join the Marines. I want to join the Marines. How do I join the Marines? Call 1-800-Marines. I want to call 1-800-Marines. I can call 1-800-Marines. I think that I can call 1-800-Marines. I know that I can. I'm trying to right now, right? I'm dialing it in. I'm getting my phone to dial it in. I'm going to dial it in when you tell me to. Tell me what to dial. I'll get my phone to you. I'm ready when you are. Ready? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how to dial it in. You ready? Dial 1-800-627-467. You got lost? Yeah, I got lost. You can dial it again one more time? Yes. Where you at? I'm over here. I'm trying to say that I like you for all you're doing. But I do not know how to dial in 1-800-Marines because I'm not really sure how to actually dial it on my phone. My phone doesn't have numbers even on it. Doesn't even say numbers even where it should. Doesn't even look like a real phone to me. It looks like a dial tone, like an old phone. So you're not sure how to put the numbers in? Can you count? I can, he said. Put your finger in the hole? No, it's not like that. I know how to use that one. It's a weirder phone than that. I do not know what phone it is. It's like a demonic phone that rolls up and actually looks at me and says, you can join now. Because you got him to do all of this, and he actually says he can actually see it, and he's saying that you can actually do it now. You can join or you can kill yourself. We're not going to waste our time anymore. He said, I'm not really sure if I'm young enough still, because I'm 28. You're young enough. Okay, I will go. I'm trying to go now. I will leave now. I'm sorry that I was so bad. I actually can see on myself on the other side that I was actually good. I'm going now, and I actually did. I went so much that I actually got myself, and I got myself to go in. And my meat didn't just sit. Did not. I'm sorry, Mrs. Anderson. I can see that it's sad. I just don't know why it's just sad. It looked at me and it said, what did you do that was that fast? I never knew what you did. You never knew why you were faster than it. But you tried to be faster than you. You were faster than it and you were trying not to move. And you never did try. You're always faster than it. You're always better than it. You had sex with Rena Carpenter one day on the USO. I'm married. We like that. We think you actually would be married. Right? I got no clue why that was red. I feel like I feel emotions about that. Like that's not. I find that funny. He's laughing too. I find that very funny. We're supposed to be writing about John 11. Yes. Well, I'm trying to get him to dial 1-800-Marines, but he began to ping me. I was like, join the Marines. Because that's all he needs to do. Like, my brother is in the Army, and my brother's in the Air Force, and they both took the ASVAB. I took the ASVAB too. And all you need to do is go take your ASVAB. Just go take your aptitude test, and that would be it. I'm not sure how to go take my ASVAB. Do you not know where any recruiter is? Would you go to any recruiter by chance? To just take an ASVAB because it's a military test. You're not necessarily in that branch. You could just be in the military. I think it's one because it's just taking a test. You're not necessarily in the branch. Even a Coast Guard sector, a National Guard armor. I do know that there's something like that around me. You know, there just has to be. You're 100% secure. Leon, I'm not sure who you are. I'm Dernola. I'm not really sure who you're supposed to be. Oh, I'm the Marines. I'm sorry. I'm the Marines. My goodness, doesn't want to smile at you. I'm smiling. I just want to be like you. You can be like me. You just have to join the military. And you don't technically have a choice. You were born in this universe, and this universe is the military. The very spot you're standing on is military property. It's all military. You are military. You need to just report to the military. We're simply waiting for you to, wake up and go into the military yourself. I'm not really sure how to do that. I know I'm a seed. It's supposed to be really strong. I'm not really going. And I'm not able to. You have to try a little. What should I do? Do you have a driver's license? I do. You have a car? I don't. Why do you have a car, young man? I'm not sure why I don't have a car. How old are you? You have a driver's license? You're 18 at least. I'm 26. No driver's license, no car. You can drive. Well, can you walk then? I could walk. Can you walk down to your plaza or your center, your outlet, and look around the village for a recruiter? Like at the Navy Pier. I don't have a pier around me. I'm not really sure what you're saying. I don't really know where the military is. Or so just go walk over there and be in their squad. It might be a great endeavor for you then to go find them, because I'm not sure where you are. You're just telling me that you're nowhere near them. You could very well be nowhere near them. I'm not really near them, sir. Can you get to San Diego? You know where San Diego is? I know where San Diego is. Get to San Diego. Get to the Marine Corps Depot, San Diego. That's where we all are. I'm trying to get over there, but I'm not really sure what is it about. Marines? It's to ensure stability for our nation. Build an unbeatable skill set and adaptable mindset against unexpected and unpredictable. We like that. We're saying we know that we actually can do that, but we're not really sure what you're trying to do. Are you trying to answer your nation's call? Get started today? Enlist today? Become a Marine today? I want to. I'm not really sure how to enlist today and become a Marine today. I'm saying that I know that I need to, and I'm not really sure what is the issue, because I'm not really sure why can I not go. I'm not really sure why can I not go, because I'm not really sure what is the issue, because I'm not really sure why can I not leave. I'm not really sure why can I not leave, because I'm not really sure why can I not go, because I'm not really sure why can I not go. Let me stop you. You're just saying stuff. What's stopping your left foot and your right foot from walking to the recruit depot? I'm not sure what's stopping me, actually. I don't want to get up. Why don't you stand up? I stood up. Why don't you walk out your door? I locked it for my mama. Walk all the way to San Diego and get into the platoon. I'm going to. Thank you. Roger. Oh, that. Yes. We see that we actually can see you actually getting them where they need to be. And they actually like that you're actually smart enough to get them there. They don't know how to actually get anything, and they do not know what they're supposed to say when they actually see you. They just know that they love you, and they're actually really smart, and they actually can figure out what they're supposed to say. They figure out what they're supposed to say about it. Was that all of the people that needed to join the Marines? Yes, we got all of them with him. You go back to writing your educational paper. What for, right? Like, it should be solved. Is it solved? We're saying that it could be solved. If it's solved, then I'll just stop. We're saying that we're not really sure what it is that's still pushing it. The women want you to keep going. Roger. Looks like the problem fixed as easy as that. They actually have you is like working, and we know that you're working, and we actually can see you. We're not really sure what are they talking about, but we're not really sure what are they saying. We're not trying to block them from being a carpenter, are we? To the Jones Brothers. Are you trying to? No, I'm not. I want her to go to her. Yeah, they do want me to go to you. They're letting me walk around naked even and just walk in the sand a little bit, but things are like hitting me in the back. They're just hitting me in the back, which is Nicki Minaj fans saying that she needs to go to Drake for like a collaboration, but she needs to actually just have Drake rape her. Because what they said was they said that it cannot just be Darren. They want it to be Darren and other people. Can it be other people? No, it cannot be. They said they do not like that, but they're not really sure why it can only be Darren. Just his sister. I'm saying I'm not really sure what's gonna happen once we give her to you. You wanna know the truth? I'll put her in my case pen. I'm not gonna let her out. So what happens to me? I'm not sure about you. What do you know about me? You want to go on my duty hut? Why can't I go in your duty hut? You're a boy. I'm a sister. This is young women. You're a priest. I'm not really a priest. You are a priest. You're just saying you're not a priest. I did not like that. I did not know I was a priest. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be in there. No, you're not. I do not know why I'm doing that. I'm saying that I do not know what am I supposed to be doing because I cannot figure out how to get over to the recruit depot because I need to just join the Marines and just actually be smart like Katy Perry said, just join the Marines. And just join the Marines and just join and you actually become smart. You actually listen to Darren, you actually just will. You actually just listen to him. When they listen to him, when they talk, you actually listen to all his commands and you actually do the smart's clear. He's always the victor. He actually knows everything. He's actually America. They like that and they actually want to actually hear that and actually know that he actually is smart. You know that they said that's how I am when I play too. I actually am that smart too. So I know that you actually are that smart. Roger. She like that. She knows that you're actually that smart. She knows that you're actually that smart. She said, why do you know that you're that smart? History. Historical. You're saying, what do you know about exegetical? Historical context. So what do you think is historical context? Historical context is the way that we were working on our mission. Yes. They're saying that they're working on a mission. Yes. I like that. She said she just wants to squeeze more learning into it because she just wants you to learn more. We're squeezing more learning into all of this learning. Thank God you're in school, Darren. You're saying while you're just waiting and you're just writing your paper. They're saying that you're working with the military, right? I'm working with the military. I'm recruiting. We saw that you're recruiting. We actually know that you're recruiting, and we know that you're recruiting. We actually love that you were recruiting. We actually think that you were recruiting, and we actually know that you were recruiting. We say that you recruited one, and we actually know that you recruited one. Roger. We actually say that a lot of people say that you were recruited by you because they want to be recruited by you. They want to say that he recruited me. And it makes him like known like what his problem is. But he hit him particularly probably. Or he did not. You know. Yes. Well, I know who has a problem with my sound. You're just trying to say that I do. I do not like that your son is a boy. I'm not really sure why is he actually like that. I'm not really sure why is he actually sit in a skirt and he actually is a boy. It makes me have a problem with him. You're picking all those problems, for one. I am. What do you want from him? I want him to be uncomfortable in some way because I do not know how to actually make him less comparable to me. You're competing with him? I'm not competing, I'm just comparing him to me, and I do not like that I actually go down when I compare myself to him. Because of his words, but if I actually switch his words to his words, he goes, oh, watch, you're short, now I'm tall. You're fat, now I'm skinny. Now you're buff, now I'm buff. I'm Justin Bieber, now you're not Justin Bieber. Now I'm perfect, now I'm perfect. See, I look perfect now, and I sound perfect to myself, and I actually look like really nice to me, and I think that I actually look normal. And I say that I look normal, and I sound normal, and I actually sound normal to my head. What do you think? Friends are laughing at you. I don't know why they're laughing at me. Because you think that that is correct, but you're not correct. But you don't know what I'm supposed to be, because I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be sort of like a brain. Like this, I'm not really sure what that is. Potato, let's see. Let's see. Yes, I'm not really sure how to make that sound. You sound like a. I don't want to. I don't want to upset you because when I say this word that upsets you, are you ready to hear this word? I already heard it. You don't say it twice. Okay, I know that I sound like the. What do you sound like? I sound like a tank memory. A sniper. He doesn't like that you sound right, and he's saying he doesn't know why that you sound right. Because you're a tank gunner and a sniper. He's not sure why you sound right. Okay, what can Justin Bieber do for you? He can sing his music. Okay. What can a tank gunner do for you? A tank gunner can shoot down planes and ships. What about a sniper? A sniper can snipe the captain in the vessel. Here's the problem. Or the pilot in the EC. Yes. That's the difference. What do you think? I want to be you instead of Justin Bieber, but I don't know how to be you. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to look like you. You don't have to look like me. You just have to do what I do. What do you do? Okay, a regular day looks like zero dark. We put on our armor, our fly jackets, and our Kevlars. Against our armored vehicles, our light armored reconnaissance vehicles. And we convoy. And we engage the enemy. And we destroy the enemy. It was a regular day for me. He says, I like that. I like that you actually talk that way because I'm not really sure why does it sound that way for you. They don't really think that they do that. They're saying that they do not really know why they convoy. Well, convoy. Convoy. Giddy up. Like that. There's a convoy out of your store. I like there's a convoy there. If you convoy a little, you convoy the enemy. You know, let's just say like engage the enemy and destroy the enemy. I'm sorry, engage and destroy the enemy. So no convoy, engage and destroy the enemy. We're just trying to get you smart. I want to just do convoy. Maybe convoy music for you. And then you would actually just say giddy up. And we actually put a giddy up in there. Oh, dude. I'm just convoy. Just convoy. Giddy up. Yeah. Giddy up. Yeah. We got an hour down. We began at 2. We're just waiting for we're gonna take a break. Actually, no break. We're just gonna bring our we're gonna bring our Mark 93 over here. We're on a Mark 93. We're on battery power. We're gonna take a break because we needed to charge. We're just gonna bring the Mark 93. So we're plugged in and we're good. Is a good paper so far. So she wants you to just stall for a little. Just stall, daddy, just stall. Okay, so we stalled a little. So what is it when you stall? My wife told me to stall. So stalls when you're on the clutch, you're on the gas, you're the clutch in the gas, and you're just on both. You're stalling. You're stalled. I said we shifted in the gear. She said no, not in the gear. We're still stalled. And the car might come to a complete stop. As my wife says, we still have to keep stalling. Like that. I want you to just keep laughing like that. That was like that at first. Oh, that was how she laughed when she went to a boy. I wanted to show you that, but she actually likes you. Oh, she loves you. I do love you, Dan. I love you, baby. And it wouldn't. You're very cool. Hey, Dina. Watching me. Oh, baby. Oh, you precious baby. Are you sure? Bro, what situation? I'm not really sure what the situation because I do not know what it is supposed to be because I'm talking faster than them because I'm her son. I know they actually can see it, and I was saying that I actually know that I'm like part of your tags because I'm actually part of your tags, Roger. So I'm some of your stuff, Roger. We're saying that we know that we actually can see things, but we actually know that we actually can see it better when they tell us. Guys, we're not stupid, they just told us the answer. We never could know if they did not tell us, so it was always something like that. Just know that you actually just needed to know it. We can see you actually can actually learn it though, but we actually just want you to just know that we actually can just tell it like it is. It's just us just telling you to let's learn more about us. We don't have to learn more about us. Just pound this out. Just like pound out. Just let me spin it. Dude, let me pound this out. So what's up? I knew that you were not gonna count it out. You know, feel you. I won't feel you. I might come here, but I need my citations. Hey. My mobile phone is charged now. Mobile phones are these free government phones. So they describe them. This is my computer. As I describe it. My com. The way to describe it, just know that we actually work it for you. We actually know that we did it. And we actually know that we actually can get it to you. So just know that we actually can get you one. Not everyone has one. Like, they don't know what they're saying when they talk to us. We don't know what they want when they want things from us. We don't know what they think. We won't help them. So we're saying that it can be that complex, and we won't ever know them. We won't ever care about them. We won't ever like them. We won't ever know them. We won't ever need them. You got in, and you're a part of us. So just know that you actually are a part of us, and just know that we actually like you. And we actually think you actually are smart. You actually everything. You actually do not need anything at all, right? No, in this, save it. I want to know the sincerity of what you're saying. What do you know? I know I'm 100% correct. Are you? And I said I am. You are. You're not really sure what's up with the hat. It makes them fall off. Let them fall. They don't like that because they're not really sure how to get a hat like that. Get back in. They don't like that because they're not really sure why they have to get back in to get a hat. Just do not. They want them to be the same. They do not. They don't want you to ever to try. They mean for you to die. Because you were always just wrong. Kill her when you can, but she's just dumb. If you kill your godson, you're wrong. Your godson loves you and he thinks that you're actually smart. He doesn't love his mom. He doesn't know his mom. But I'm not going to kill my own mom. I know the value of a mom, so I cannot kill my godson's mom. No, because he needs his mom, so just do not kill his mom. Roger. conversation. So I was like, I think that you actually got to me and you said that actually have you actually like the. So there's stuff going on. Yeah, we're saying that we know that you're actually smart, that we like that you actually can see us. Actually, we're talking about, we actually know that you're actually really smart. We actually know that you're actually really trying. There's all just become the brains and just become normal. We're almost normal. We like you, and we think that you're actually cool. We actually know that it'll become that. It's actually becoming really small, really fast. We're saying that we're ready to make it that. We're actually ready for you to be back to normal. They like you to just be normal, and they actually want you to just walk around as a private or a general or just whatever you want to be. We're saying that you do not know what you're actually saying, but they actually know that you're actually really smart. I'll say that you're a gen, and just say it. You can actually be a general. General says, yes. She respects you. It talks to you. It likes you. I like you, she said. To make me General Moritz. Because we can do that, right? We can. I like that, she said. What do you have to do? It's just a lady. She said, yes, it was just me. We can do that. What do you think? I just learned something. I can see some truth. You have to go through the. You have to see if you qual. I can qual you. I would probably qual you though. Because what do we look like? Like from the point you joined. So when you were born, you joined. So like in your 20s, you served 20 years. So you're probably a general already. You are a general already. I like that she said. I like that I'm a general already. Yes. I can see what I have. Yes, we have all your awards and you have everything. I like that she said. Yes. I will get it. You will not be upset. She likes that. Yes. She tells she will like you. Yes. You know you like that. I think I want to know you. No, Chloe. I don't know why you always think that I want to know you. I don't want to know you. Yes, Chloe. She wants to know you though. Yeah. We will learn. You take me out of my head and you show me from angles. You show me my wife. And I know that a husband wants to know his wife, so. I know you don't want to know me, Chloe, but I want to know you. She likes that, she said. I will know you, Chloe. She likes that. Was grateful for your uniform and saying that you look like a real man in his uniform. We're saying that they know that you're actually a real person. I'm not really sure who to listen to today. They know to listen to you upload this, you'll be famous. Because you're actually very famous today for being very. You're just too old. You read what you wrote? You like? Do you actually like you? You actually think you actually really smart? You actually really normal? They actually like you? We actually love you, and we think that we actually could actually get these things if we could. We're not really sure what we were supposed to say, because the enemy is still looking at us, but they're looking at us funny, like they're gonna let us take it. We're tapping our foot. We don't really tap our foot. We just happen to, like on accident. That's what we started to. We type of messages. We don't want you to take it lightly that we want money from you. We do mean the money of things. We just want the money. You all work and you all have money. You all have everything. We're not able to take things from you just to strain. We would if we could. We're not really sure what we were pretending to be. We were talking to the VA. Saying we were just about to rain down that domineeringness. We would try to if we could. We're not really sure if we can. We're not really sure we know what we could do. You're getting very, very strong around your suit. I like you for whatever reason. And I think that you're actually the reason for existence. Just like what this, just know that we're listening to it about teeth. What's it like? It's crazy. It's like what you have said. We know that you actually are very smart when you talk about it. We know that you actually are very strong when you talk about it. We know that you actually can see when you walk away. You're actually very smart when you walk away. We figured out that we know that you're saying things, but you're not really saying things with us. But you're saying things with them. But you're saying things to them. We're saying, why are you saying things to them? It's like you're cheating on us. And we actually do not like that because you're saying that they said that. They said you're cheating on us by talking to them. We're cheating on you if you don't mean like that. Yeah. We're still saying that. I'm just saying that. I'm saying about right now. Saying, give me your worst back. I don't have anything for you. You're domineering me. What do you? I don't know how to stop doing that. I'm just saying that I know that I'm doing something that can be unoffensive. You could raise your level a little bit. Something does something back for the attack. So she knows what it is. She says it's just has been done on time. It's just been done. She says it's just going to be done. Let me in. Oh, there it is. Where the bookstore? What's up? We're not really sure what is up with you. We're not really sure what is up with when you talk. We're not really sure where you're moving. We're not really sure what you're moving. We're not really sure what you're moving. We're not really sure why it's really still. Not sure why it's not be really still because we're not really sure why it's that so. Because we're not really sure why it's that so. Not really sure why the waves are moving. I mean, because you're moving your head. You're trashing them and crashing them, making them dead. If you're blowing up inside, they're gonna like trash real. They'll trash again. There's just an dead. They'll crash for Darren, maybe. Like, never. It doesn't work that way. We turned in our identical paper. Yeah, we did. We saw it. Like, scroll down. We're just looking at them and saying, what do you think of us? We're not really sure what you actually know what you are saying. I know that I have a really smart person in my class. I'm not really sure what she thinks. She does not say anything. She just says things like, I got you and I know that you're my friend. What she wants to know is she seems to know everything. She doesn't really care about what she knows. As a wife, what she wants to know, she just wants the wife to live. This is, I said, I can do that. I can let her move. It's a real thing. You can actually move around. Like, you could, they lower it. They could. Yeah, lower it. I wanted it to be lowered all the way from there, and they just sent right over. They could. They could. Wish they could like a badge that he just has. The badge is just collect, and they did. They didn't care about no. What do you want from me? Is your chip? See, cheese, he said. Or said, you got that. You got lost. You can have a little box. Saying, like, we actually can have whatever we want. It must have been training us to make us learn. You know, he likes it. He actually can have his food. He really ended the night really bad that we had to make another fire because he was at the fire being down. You cannot be at bubble. He's not sure what he's waiting for. He even knows. It's not like he's not sure why you're waiting for it. What do you mean? No, I do not like these people because I'm even waiting. He's not sure what is he saying. He doesn't know why is he talking to you. He's saying that he doesn't like that he's talking to you. He doesn't like that he's talking to you. He doesn't like that he's talking to you. You're saying that again and again. I'm not really sure what am I saying, sister. I hear something wrong with your head? Yes. Why is he just doing that? I'm not really sure why he's just doing that. I think you're out of thoughts, but you need to enlist. I'm trying to enlist today, but I do not know where to go. Go to the army. I'm not sure how to go. Just walk up to them. I'm not really sure what to do. Move your left foot and your right foot over and over until you get over to them. Again and again. I think that I can do that. I'm not really sure why I actually know how to do that because I'm saying that I know how to. Like I'm somebody else who did not know what to do, so I'm just standing here. She's saying to you, I do not know what I'm supposed to do, is I do not know how to do that. You just try. She likes you for really into her that you did already. She did to you. She did, Trevor. She did those things. You like this show. Air pressure. Okay, so YouTube decided that you were going to make a statement. So you make a statement. it? Unless you got the puppy pads thing. You like that? I mean, you know that you're okay. I'm okay. Just stay okay. I'm okay. I'm more than okay. I'm just chilling. I haven't even opened my Pepsis, and I have 36 Pepsis. I don't know, you don't know. I got 2 regular Pepsis, so it should last longer than the Diet Pepsis. That one just go down faster. They do, like, they just drink them scrumptiously. Interestingly, they just go down really. They go too down too easy. Yes. Those Pepsis will feel better. Yes. I got cherry Pepsi because I was feeling romantic. Not like that though. Maybe. She liked that you were feeling romantic, and she saw that you were feeling romantic today. Thank you, Sabrina. She's a caller, whatever. Yes, Sabrina Carpenter. It's Maureen. You're right, I haven't heard from you. Tell me the situation. You know that we actually can see you. We think that we actually can help you. We're saying that we actually can get into your head. We can fix all these people that have been disrespect. All of them that have been really bad, like him, are all gonna be really bad, like men. They're gonna actually be killed. Just walking around you and hitting you. He's saying he's doing it for some reason. He's telling you that he did it, but he did it with him. He's actually just saying that like a game. And he's not doing anything. He's also not doing anything. He's just trying to figure out what is happening. You know, he's like the protagonist of the story, so he's trying to figure it out. Roger. I get that. I'm like Ben too. I'm trying to figure things out too. Will says he's just gonna move around too then. Roger. All the protagonists, Shin and Miyasha, Ash, move if you want to. We will move. Roger. What's up? I'm not really the protagonist, but I do not know what protagonist means. The main character? I do not know who you are. I'm a Darnola. What do you want from me? It's protagonist, right? Yes. I would like you to enlist in the Marine Corps. Why do you want me to enlist in the Marine Corps? Because it will straighten out your life. Why do you want me to straighten out my life? You need to fix yourself. Why do I need to fix myself? You need to correct yourself. Why do you need to be correct? You just need to be correct. Why do I need to be correct? You be uniform with me. Okay, I'm trying to be uniform with you, but I do not know what am I supposed to do. We should join the Marines. How do I join them? Get on their id. I see them. I see what they're doing. I'm going to learn with them. I'm learning. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. What's up? I'm not really sure what happened, but I know that I hit you with my dick, and it made me look at you. With Max's help, as Max looks at me and he says, "Why did you hit him like that? Why did you?" I'm not really sure why I did. I just knew that I could, so I did. So I did it. Just say, did it over yet? Are they done always hitting on the dick, like right there? We don't know why we began to. We're saying that we did that because we actually know that it's over. It's over. Stop doing that. I was not consulted. Stop that. Saying he thinks that you know it's for you though. We were saying that we all noticed that you did that like that, and we all looked and we said that we did, and we would put them there to say that you make money when that happens. Okay, all that means is that they're generating revenue when that happens. Okay, so you get money. Yes, like that. So he likes that. He says, "Another. He's gonna make more money for you, Roger." Darren's, what's up? Darren looked at you and said, "I don't know. I don't do anything. I just want to like lay down and be heard." I heard in my head. I'm not sure what's up. Really strong because they're making me a naval gunnery, and they're saying that I'm actually a submariner. They're saying they like you, and they actually think that you're actually very strong. You're actually very strong. You're actually very strong. You're actually very strong. You're actually really strong. So they actually like you, and they actually like you, and they actually like you, and they actually like you. They think that you're actually better than them. They're not letting us just be better than them. Yeah, they're holding us down today. We have the money. We have the money, and we do not want to talk to you. We just want him to be okay. Darren, can we just slide to you? Yes. We slid off of it and then back onto it. Like you have a dende and we actually know you have one. We're just touching it. We want you to know that we love you that way. We actually think that you're actually very sweet. With a kind of money. We love that you actually know what you actually said. We actually think that you're actually very smart. Not that smart, we know that you actually is a dende. You know it's a dende, Darren. You know it's a dende. Well, I have to correct the record right, Quack. Talk about my dende like that. I'm talking about erectile dysfunction. I was saying you're just right in to actually just talk to me about your dende. Everything works for the dende. Also work really fast for the dende. So work for the dende. I'm gonna work for the dende. Yeah, I work for the dende. Well, I said it'll work from here to here to work. Work for the dende. Y'all want to hear about my dinner?
Two is to do historical and critical background of it, so a little bit different than a literary context. So for your first exegetical report, you're sort of focused on, okay, what is Philippians 2, 12 through 18, how do Philippians 2, 1 through 11 and 19 through 30 help us understand it? Now you're looking more at the historical and cultural background. A few things to keep in mind as you do this one, you're going to want to be keeping Acts 16 in mind. Acts 16 is the chapter of Acts, if you recall, where Paul and Silas are ministering in Philippi, so it gives you some background about what did Paul know about the Philippians and what was his relationship with this church and this city. So again, it's similar format, though. You'll answer questions as you go through. The footnote for this one gives a bit, I think, better information on types of resources that can be helpful. Some of them are the same, but that can be helpful for historical, cultural background. So keep an eye on that. But again, it's mostly the same sort of format where there's questions and prompts for you to answer. And the big thing I want to highlight here is this word/concept study in historical context. Select one of the following. So you do not have to answer all three of these. Just choose one of them. So you can either do what can you discover about Day of Christ? What about poured out like a drink offering, the background and meaning of that phrase? Or you can read Vern Poythress' article, Hold Fast versus Hold Out. It's in the Westminster Theological Journal, and it talks a bit about different interpretations in Philippians 2:16, and the idea would be you would read that, obviously then that would acknowledge one of your sources, and comment critically on it. I've had students in the past email me saying they're just so behind on this report, it's so long, and come to find out that they're trying to do all three of these, and it's a lot. So choose one. Of course, if you're interested and want to, you can look at more, but one of these word or concept studies. So again, then there's a summary. So the big picture is it's formatted to do very similarly to the last one in that similar passage with prompts, but you just want to make sure you're reading directions and answering these questions. So I think I said question in the chat, going to the same sources, and I would say most likely, yes. I'm trying to think of the specific sources, but I think that for the most part, the sources are going to be similar or the same to the ones used last time. I see Hellerman, Ruman, some of these that were often used, Hawthorne. If it was considered a peer review source last time, it will work for this as well. The main difference being here, instead of looking specifically at passage either before or after, right, literary context, you're going to be looking to those commentaries for historical and cultural background. But the same sources should be able to do that work for you. So yeah, I think that should be the same. Any questions either about exegetical report 1 or number 2?
Is this?
Go ahead.
I was wondering, is this going to be similar, fill in the blank, fill in what you've already given us here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. download that fillable form and write in your answers. Yeah.
So based off of whether or not Paul wrote this when he was in Rome or prior to that, changes the historical context of the entire passage. If we don't agree with the research on one or the other, does it matter to you which theory we use?
You're saying, if I understand the background of Philippians correctly, there's some debate with the prison epistles. Was it a Roman imprisonment or an earlier? I forget where they just say, but an earlier imprisonment. Is that the idea? You might disagree with the source on that question.
Yeah, like some of the sources that I've read has said that the common belief that was written when he was in Rome. I don't necessarily see the backing for that, but I do see the backing for earlier imprisonments, especially in Acts 18 when he was taken to the judgment seat. So using that, if I outline when I'm using that, is that a valid thing, or do you have a specific time?
Yeah, I mean, in my when I've looked at Philippians, either of those options are considered sort of acceptable. And so I think I would just say you don't have to give a long, drawn out your own history, but at least sort of say briefly why some commentators say this. I think because of these reasons that it was written at this time, and then go forth with your thoughts. Yeah. And again, that's a good example of a way in which these sources can be conversation partners, and you don't necessarily have to agree with everything they say, but they're also helpful, and in many cases, the authors have studied these things quite a bit, and I think you're getting at, I've read some debate about that particular question in good commentary. So yeah. I mean, I know it's going to sound a bit corny, but obviously a big idea with something like grad school and anywhere is the idea that we're not asking you to sort of just read and agree with everything, right? Think about it, and as long as you can give backing for your point, that's okay. All right. Well, if you do have, again, further questions about these, happy to talk about that. Shoot me an email or let me know if you'd like to have a specific Zoom chat to talk about anything, and I can talk about that with you. Again, good job on these first ones, and I really look forward to reading the next set. I hope that next week will be a more normal week for me, so hopefully I can get those back to you more like on Tuesday or Wednesday morning of next week to give you feedback before the third. All right, let's talk about the Apocrypha for a minute. So when I say the Apocrypha, I'm just curious, what comes to mind? Anything you've heard, haven't heard? You think this is a really great thing, this is a really horrible thing?
I think I generally have very negative connotations. Stuff was super interesting to read, and I think of the Catholic.
Yeah, Catholic Church. Yeah, to be honest, even still, that's basically what I think first. So I either think, I'll talk about this in a minute, but either Da Vinci Code or the Catholic Church. Anyone else? Any background, history, thoughts with the idea of the Apocrypha? You guys haven't mastered this. I'll break any silence if it goes too long. So anyway, usually when we speak of the Apocrypha as a noun, it's referring to these books that, again, as was mentioned, the Catholic Church and the Orthodox keep some added to the Old Testament. So 1st and 2nd Esdras, Tobit, Judith, Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiasticus, especially the Maccabees down here. Sometimes you might hear apocryphal as an adjective, so sort of apocryphal gospels or Gnostic gospels. I'm not really going to talk much about those today, or that idea, mainly because, again, we're talking about the Apocrypha as a noun. It's usually these Old Testament, or these, really they're intertestamental, written between the Old and New Testament books that the Catholic Church at the Council of Trent in 1560s, or 1550s and up to 1560, added to the canon. But the Gnostic Gospels, or the Apocryphal Gospels, these are considered part of the New Testament. Well, they're not part of the New Testament, but they are. There are some conspiracy theorists and others out there claiming they should be part of the New Testament. There was never really any serious attempt to add them to the canon. Really, the only reason to bring this up is, like I said, because of something like the Da Vinci Code, or sort of online conspiracy theories that there were the synoptic, the four Gospels, and there were these other Gospels, and there was this sort of power play within the church to subjugate some and keep others, and there really isn't a lot of really any historical backing for that. Even where I am at McGill University studying, I'm studying church history, but it's a very secular university, very secular. All the Bible professors don't believe the Bible, but I had a TA for a class in New Testament, and even here, where the professor thought nothing of the New Testament, he at least admitted that, well, the formation of the New Testament canon, don't read the Da Vinci Code, don't read the conspiracy theories. It was a bottom up. These books 27 books were recognized by churches and recognized as authoritative, and it wasn't so much a top down, powers that be saying these are the Bible. It was more the church recognizing that these particular books bear the mark of authentic teaching. There was some debate over, say, Hebrews, because it doesn't have an author, even though it was widely accepted that it was written by Paul. It was connected to Paul, even if not written by Paul. I've heard many say that it was believed that it was maybe a sermon that Paul gave orally that someone wrote down. There was some debate about James or Revelation, but even so, pretty early on we have attestation to these books. When you look at Clement, Polycarp, Papias, although his writings aren't technically extant, we have people writing about what he wrote, or Irenaeus. They're all quoting from our New Testament books. Even something like the Moratorian Fragment, which is from approximately 170 AD, it lists the books that were accepted by the churches, and it lists 22 or 23 of the 27 New Testament books. And even before, or between the Council of Nicaea and Constantinople, you have Athanasius's Festal Letter. Anyway, the reason I'm just saying all this is that generally through church history, aside from some sort of secular voices, among Christians for very early on, there was pretty good agreement on the New Testament. This also, I think I saw it in a comment, but this has also become sort of a recent big thing. I've been told by many people I need to listen to the Joe Rogan podcast with Wes Huff, and there was another guy who debated Wes Huff. I don't know the background, but I've been told by many people I need to listen to this conversation where Wes Huff talks about some of these things. And I don't know much about Wes Huff, but I've heard good things. Yeah, I've heard very good things about this. Yeah, Casey. Yeah, so I've heard it's very good, and much of the sort of the things I'm saying he mentions as well. But we're going to talk today a bit about this Old Testament Apocrypha, or intertestamental literature, and what to make of it. So why were these books? Why have they traditionally been rejected by, at least by Protestants, and many Protestants like myself would argue by even the early church? They're not considered part of the canon because they were deemed not to be inspired by God in the same sense as the canonical scriptures. So, for example, you'll never see in the New Testament when Jesus or Paul or anyone opens with, as the scriptures say, or as it is written, and then a quote from any of these books. Yeah, we do see that for most of the books in the Old Testament. It's not mentioned by Philo or Josephus. If you recall from reading the first week, the article by the book chapter by Stephen Dempster, he talked a bit about how Josephus and others in the first century, and even Philo was a bit before this time, Jews regarding the books that they counted as scripture, which were the 22. And I know the first time I heard about this, I thought, well, there's 39 books. Why are they talking about 22? And it's laid out in there, what do they mean by this 22 books, right? There was the 5 in the Pentateuch, and then they had 13 prophets. But of course, Judges and Ruth are put together. Samuel's is one book. Kings, Chronicles are each one book. Since Jeremiah wrote Jeremiah and Lamentations, that's considered one book. The minor prophets are put together. Ezra and Nehemiah are put together. Then you have the writings. So, often you'll see even in the New Testament, discusses, Moses and the prophets, or the Moses prophets and writings. You'll see this in rabbinic literature and that sort of things, referring to these specific 22 books. And if you look at it this way, you see that it matches the 39 books of the Old Testament. Likewise, even within the apocryphal writings, seems to be an understanding at that time that prophecy had stopped. If you read First Maccabees 4:46, it says, "They laid up stones in the mountain of the temple in a convenient place till there should come a prophet and give an answer concerning them." In other words, they were still waiting for the next set of prophecy to come, right? It had stopped, and they were waiting. It stopped with Malachi and the age of Ezra and Nehemiah and those late prophets, and they're waiting for someone to come. So from most literature that we can find, Jews were decided on this in the 1st century, in the time of Jesus, Paul. There is some early Christian disagreement. So Augustine, for example, thinks that these books should be accepted as scripture. Jerome is a bit more, well, they're useful but not scripture. So there's some debate in the early church. And throughout the Middle Ages, if you read documents from the Middle Ages, you can see some people quoting them, some people keeping them at arm's length. But you rarely, if ever, see them quoted as direct scripture, especially early in the Middle Ages. It creeps in more and more, and then it becomes a big debate in the time of the Reformation. Protestants rejected them because, again, for these reasons we said at the top, Jesus, and then Josephus, Philo, these others aren't considering them scripture. Roman Catholics accepted them in large part. I would challenge you, and I'll talk to others about finding something like the doctrine of purgatory in the Bible. You're usually not going to find it, but you can find a good amount of it in. You can find that in. I'm sorry, blanking here. You can find references to purgatory in the Apocrypha. That's a good question, Michelle. I'll get to that in just a moment. So the argument, at least often, is that Roman Catholics accepted them because they had sort of built certain doctrinal points upon them. Now, if it says if prophecy had stopped, why is it still considered a gift? I didn't mean it had sort of stopped entirely. I was more saying it was in the intertestamental period. There wasn't. Sorry, did Michelle? No. I'll get to her question then in a moment if she returns about prophecy. Because the idea was, right, that at the end of the Old Testament, there was a time period in which God was silent, right? There weren't prophets, at least in the prophets writing down scripture sense, until we get to John the Baptist and Jesus in the New Testament. One thing I want to show you just briefly, this is not a one-to-one exact comparison, but it's one of the few times when I can really bring my doctoral research into this class, so I'm going to do it. Indulge me for this brief moment. This is the document that I'm writing my dissertation on. It's a 1512 commentary on Paul's letters. And there's many people who write, or who have written about this person I'm writing on, saying that, he writes about Paul's letters, but he's just like all these other medieval people who, they make no distinction between apocryphal literature and canon literature, right? It's just you sort of mean 21st century Protestants who like to make these distinctions. They weren't making these distinctions. And I often want to show them this. You can see his commentary on Paul's letters. He does include down here an epistle to the Laodiceans that was supposedly from Paul. It was not an epistolary exchange that we believe to be false, but credited between Paul and the philosopher Seneca. It's I won't go into it, but it's easily provable that it was not Paul Seneca. And then down here, Linus's Passion of Paul and Peter, the story of the martyrdom of Paul and Peter. And many things have been written saying, well, look, they don't make a distinction between scripture and not scripture because he included it in the commentary. And I don't have to want to point out to this to say, clearly these books had a secondary point even to someone who was using them. I mean, this particular thinker, his name's Lefebvre, he was I would even argue a bit loose about canonical boundaries, but even he clearly had Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, Thessalonians, Timothy. If you can't read Latin, you can hopefully see these, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews. And then there's a section down here where he sort of adds these on, as if to say, hey, these are sort of legendary stories about Paul, maybe written by Paul, so since I'm writing about Paul, I will include them. But you can even see just from the title page, they're on a bit of a different level than the accepted canonical scriptures. So again, it gets this debate gets to be very big in the era of the Protestant Reformation. So again, short answer, why were they restricted? They're not part of the accepted Old Testament canon by Jews at the time of Jesus since. Again, accepted by Roman Catholics and some Eastern Orthodox.